What's going on, you guys? Back with another video. Today I want to show you guys how to EQ your melody, like for the for the best. How can I say this? You want to EQ your melody to make the rest of your beat, mesh good together. I guess is what I'm trying to say. So, and you'll see what I mean by that. You have your melodies, all your sounds, and especially when it comes to pianos, different things, especially pianos, synths, different things like that. It'll take up a lot of space. So you want to leave room for the vocal, for the artist, and you want to leave room for your drums, and that's the kick, the 808, of course, the snare and the hi-hat and everything, right? So, quick rule of thumb. Now, I'm not a mix engineer or anything like that. I come from a producer standpoint, so just keep that in mind. But I'll play this melody that I got for you guys, and then I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So let's go ahead and check it out. So, of course, you're going to want to add drums to your beats, right? Like, so let's just, just add some random drums, whatever, some of my go-to that I use a lot. I say random because I'm not really trying to find the very best drum for this situation. Maybe clap or some snare. Something like that, right? 808. Maybe we'll go with this one, right? And we'll just copy the kick and post 808, right? Make it cut itself. I like this one. Right, so you kind of have your basic drums, right? So when I say you want to like EQ your melody, this is what I mean. So a lot of the stuff we have on track 1, right? So let's go here. With EQ, you kind of, so I'll play it. See, a lot of stuff has high end, right? So let's see what we have on track 1. We have this, right, the arcade. So let's solo real quick. And we have this that we don't have playing, right? So this is mostly high end. So this is mostly gonna be okay for the most part. But if you wanted to EQ this out some, I would EQ this just a little bit just to save room for the vocal and the hi-hats and kick, right? So I mean the hi-hats and snare. So around this 2000 whatever 3000 area right here, it's a lot of times where the vocal is gonna be, from my experience. So I EQ that down just a little bit just to save room for the vocal, and I just EQ this down just a little bit. You don't want to EQ too much because you still want the sound to be there. Just a little bit, just to save room for the drums, right? And then like these right here, go ahead and put these on track 2. Everything else that we don't have, let's go ahead and put it on track 2. These two that's playing right here, which is basically like the piano and the strings, right? So we'll put those on track 2. And ideally, go ahead and play those. So I would take the low end maybe to about the 100 mark. Just to make room for the drums, because you'll see, like, if you want to pull up, let's say we put an EQ, like, let's put these on track 3 right here, the 808 and the kick, just for demonstration purposes, right? Just to show you guys. EQ, you see where a lot of that space is being taken up at the low end right here. So you want to make space for that. So let's go back to track 2 and EQ some of that out, right? You can even change this to steep 8, make it a little sharper. I wouldn't necessarily go this far, because you can see you'll start taking too much low end out. That's a good thing to do sometimes. Sometimes it's good to take it all the way in, to exaggerate it, just to hear what it sounds like, and then bring it back out to where you want it, versus trying to just come from this way and stop where you think it sounds good. Sometimes it's good to go all the way in and then just drag it out back out to where it sounds good. But you want to EQ a little bit of that out, same way, just to make room for the vocals. And you don't always, depending on the instrument and the beat, you don't always want to EQ everything, to this point. Sometimes that's good depending on what the beat and what you're going for, what the instruments you're using. Sometimes this is good, or a sample or something. Like, sometimes it's good to EQ like this. You don't always want to EQ this much out. You can, but you don't always want to. Like I say, it just all depends on what you're going for, and the beat and everything. It all just depends. So it's all gonna be different for every beat. So just keep that in mind. Like I said, I'm not a mix engineer. I'm not gonna get into specific numbers to where I'm telling you, the exact 4 digits you need to EQ the beat to, or the exact 3 digits you need to EQ the beat to. So, but in general, this is how you want to do it as a producer. You want to make sure you're making room for the drums, and you want to make sure you're making room for the vocals when you're making beats. That's all this video is about, right? So make room for the vocals, make room for the drums for your low end. And like I say, every beat is different, so every time you EQ is different. And not every beat you need to really EQ a lot. So it's not gonna be every beat. It's like I say, it just depends. That's something you guys gonna have to learn, on your own, in your own journey as a producer. When to EQ, what to EQ, just with trial and error, with experience. Just keep watching videos like this and keep making your own beats, and you'll learn it. And it's music, so it's no just cookie cutter way right answer for everything. So just keep that in mind. But just wanted to show you guys that. Hope this video helped you out, man. If you made it this far, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for me to help me out. Got new content dropping every day. I will see y'all in the next video. Signing out.